Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Kinyere. How are you guys doing? How are you coping? I hope you guys are safe. My prayer goes out to everybody. I pray that God sees us through this situation, honestly, because it is extremely scary. We watch this thing on TV and then now it's like it has become a reality. So I hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to be sharing with you guys my weight loss journey. I can actually call it a weight loss journey now instead of a fitness journey, because when I started this year, so let me take you to why I started and just give you a backstory. Last year I'd always wanted to work out, but I don't know, the time never came. I just never registered at the gym and I just kept on dragging it for so long. And then I was like, you know what, when the girls resume this new term in January, I'm just going to start. And you know how when you plan to do something and you know that you really want to do it, like people, my siblings were like, oh, you're joking, you're just going to, this is just, you're saying it just like you said it, you've said it countless times. My husband was saying the same thing, but I knew within myself that I was ready for this journey in 2020. So in January this year, I registered at the gym and I started going to the gym 3 times a week consistently. Initially when I started, I didn't care about the weight on the scale, because I had heard a lot of things. I heard of how discouraged people would get even when they are working out and eating right and then the scale is not moving. So I didn't want to focus on the scale. But I won't lie, when I started working out, I checked my weight, and I think the next time I checked was about a month after. I was expecting something to have happened on the scale. So I asked the owner of the gym that I use, and he was saying things about building muscle and how a pound of muscle is different from a pound of fat, just a lot of things anyway. And I was like, okay, yeah, you know, I wasn't even really focused on, you know, the whole scale thing, so I'm just going to keep moving. And at that time I wasn't watching my diet, I was only practicing portion control. And then I think sometime in February, April of Fit Mrs. Fat, she's on Instagram, she's an expert when it comes to nutrition, weight loss. She's an expert. So she contacted me and then she was like, you know, let's do this together, let's go on this journey together for 12 weeks. And I like the fact that it's that long, because it kind of gives you a solid ground. Even when you pull out of the plan, it's something that you can take with you and just continue with that lifestyle. So it's not like all these speed methods where they just do, oh, detox and lose weight, lose 5 kg in 1 week, that kind of thing. No, it helps you, so you're able to take it as more of a lifestyle than as a shortcut. And I was like, did you watch any of my vlogs? Did you see that I started working out this? And she said no, she didn't know. So like, you came at the right time. I started working out in January. I've been practicing portion control, but I haven't really done anything. There's no group I'm accountable to. I'm just accountable to myself. I was going to the gym 3 times a week. Unfailingly, I made sure I was going to the gym 3 times a week. So when she came in, she explained a lot of things to me. She told me that there was going to be a WhatsApp group where we would be able to report our workouts, our food, our struggles, just literally just pour out whatever it is that is bothering you when it comes to your weight loss. And then we have coaches that, you know, are following us back to back and are guiding us through the whole process. So before I started, she listed out a couple of things that we were going to need. And the good thing then was, if you guys remember, last year I started something where I was planning to work out and eat healthy, not eat healthy but just do portion control, because I've never really thought that there would be a diet or a meal plan that I would actually love, guys. And that's why whenever I decide to work out, I always think I don't want anything that has to do with a meal plan or a diet or whatever. I don't want that. I just practice portion control and then I work out and I skip. If you guys watched my videos last year, I did a lot of skipping. I was skipping 1,000 at least. I was doing it almost every day, but then somehow I just dropped it and it just went like that. I can't explain, because when I started with so much zest. People were hailing me, cheering me on, telling me that I was motivating them, and then somehow everything just died down. With this lifestyle with April challenge, it just lifts you from where you were and puts you in a new spot, and then kind of gives you a good basic guideline as to how to go if you want to continue that journey. It's not something I would say is difficult to pull out of. For me, just being on this journey for about 6 weeks, it's not something that you can easily drop. I remember when she was telling me the things I was going to need. The good thing was that because last year I got a couple of things like my smartwatch and a couple of other things, you know, like a few gym wear last year when I wanted to work out at home. It was easy for me to just, you know, get into it and then just start off. Initially when I started the journey, I was at 120 kg, and it's so crazy how we add weight. You guys, last year I was at 113. I remember so clearly. So when I weighed myself this year and I found I was 120, I was like, what the hell? Like, how did I add a whole 7 kg? And when I started working out, I wasn't checking my weight for a while. The first weigh-in we did, I weighed myself, you guys, I was weighing the same thing. I had gone 2 weeks, but let me just be very honest. When we just started the meal plan, it took a while for me to get used to it. It took a really long while for me to get used to it. I think because it's a lifestyle change, it's something you just naturally have to morph into and just kind of blend into and really pick it up as a lifestyle. So when we just started it, the first week I wasn't consistent with the meal plan. I think maybe I prepared like 1 meal, and then after that 1 meal preparation I didn't do anything again. I just stuck with whatever it is that I had, and I was just having 1 meal for lunch, and then for dinner I would just have whatever everybody was eating for dinner. So I wasn't consistent in like the first 2 weeks. So when it was time for us to do our weigh-in, I found out that I hadn't even lost any weight. I didn't submit my weigh-in that day. I went through everybody's pictures. Everybody had lost at least 4 kg. At least, I think some people lost like 2, 3, 4, but 4 was the highest I had seen. And so when I went to the gym the next day, I told my coach, I was like, you know, I'm not really bothered about the scale, but people in my group, they did a weigh-in. Everybody has lost like 4 kg. What's happening with me? And during that period, my coach was already telling me, you're losing weight. You know, sometimes he's passing when we're walking out, and he kind of stops and like looks at me. And you know, he was telling me, he said, you're losing weight. You look a lot different from when you started at the gym. So, you know, I was just, you know, moving with that and just kind of trying to keep myself happy. In about the 3rd week or so, I got serious about the meal plan, because usually when you join the group, you're sent a couple of things. You're sent recipes, you're sent a meal plan for the 12 weeks, and then you guys, these meals are not boring at all. There's so much to choose from. There's so much you can enjoy, and it's not the kind, because I've been on a meal plan before where I would go to the market and I can't find some of the things that they're asking me to buy, and I can't find some leaves are not accessible to me. I would have to go to a mall to get those kind of leaves. But with this meal plan, you have a lot of meals that you would actually be able to cook by just going to the local market around you. So we eat very regular meals, which I'm going to share with you guys. So I became very, very serious with the meal plan, I think in like the 3rd week. And the good thing is that we meal prep every Sundays. So every Sunday you must send in your meal prep pictures to them, and you know, we have a what will I call it? We have like a, let's call it a score sheet. We have like a score sheet. So for every time you send in your meal plan, you get a point. For every day you work out, you get a point. If you can burn more than 500 calories, you get a particular kind of point. If you burn over 1000, you get like a medal. And then it's just so much fun. So it's like a tracker, and then as you send in your pictures, everything is compiled, and then you have to send in your goals as well for the week. It's such a fun group. I love the fact that even when you're feeling down, you see women are still going at it. You see women are still smashing those goals that they started the week with. So I really became very consistent with the meal prep in like the 3rd week. And that 3rd week, I was so pumped because my scale did not move. And so I told April, I'm like, this is what's happening. I don't know. I started at 120 and I'm still seeing 120. Like, what is going on? And you know, she advised me, she talked to me about making sure that I was eating the right meals, drinking enough water, working out enough. And so you guys, within that period, the 3rd and the 4th week, I went hard. I prepped my meals, put them in the freezer. I was consistent. I'm not going to lie and then say that there were no times I cheated, because I mean I have a family that I make different kind of meals for. I have children that eat junk once in a while, and I'm a human being with blood running in my veins, so sometimes I got to join, okay? you know, she just advised me. And then that week, you guys, I went in hard. I worked out, I drank a lot of water. I drink at least 3 liters of water every day, because the bottle that I keep in my room takes 1.5 liters, and I fill it at least twice a day. Sometimes before I go to bed, I'm filling it like the 3rd time, so it stays till the next day. So most times I have more than 3 liters of water every day, minus the water I won't have when I go to eat. When I go to eat, I don't take my bottle, I just have my cup, and then I drink water after my meal. So I have more than 3 liters of water every single day. So I ate right, and then I drank a lot of water. Once in a while I did have other things. Within the 2 weeks period that I became very serious, I lost about 3 kg. So right now that I'm talking to you guys, I'm at 116, and I'm not really concerned with how fast it is. I'm just happy with the fact that there's a process, and I am beginning to understand the process. So it's something that even when you join and you come out of it, you have an understanding of what you can do to actually lose some weight. And the good thing is that with this plan, you find a lot of women come back to it. A lot of times it's because of the fact that we are held very, very accountable, and then you're working with other women who would share their struggles with you. I remember on the group a couple of days ago, someone was sharing the fact that she gets hungry when she serves her children food or serves them meals or snacks. She kind of gets tempted to eat from them. So when you see women that share stuff like that, you don't beat yourself up too much, because you know that this is a struggle we're all going through. We now try to find better ways to get through this. But I just love the fact that you have women who are sharing their struggles. Sometimes people would, you know, report in sick. People will tell you that they are so tired, they can't work out. Especially with the coronavirus thing now, a lot of people have been their moods have been so dampened, and then some gyms have been closed down, so a lot of people have been forced to work out from home. But then through it all, we're all sharing our struggles. I'm going to tell you guys what my struggles have been with this plan. First of all, on the group, we're supposed to work out 4 times a week, and I have been stuck at 3 times a week. I don't know what it is, because somebody has to tell me why I'm stuck at 3 times a week. But because it's a lifestyle, you know that even if I don't do this week well, I'm not going to drop it. I'm only going to try and make sure that I do better next week. So that's what it's about. So that has been one of my struggles, because every week when we start, we always submit our goals, and one of the goals I always submit is work out at least 4 times a week. But I always end up at 3 times a week. So it's a goal that I'm still trying to smash. Another struggle I have is that most times I have cravings. Sometimes I have cravings, and but when I have cravings, I actually go for them. Part of the things I crave for sometimes is gari, sugar, milk, and granola. Yeah, somehow it has felt so much like something I am willing to go with long term. I remember going to shop for groceries, and then my husband was like, "Oh, won't you buy this drink?" I'm like, "No, I'm good." I could have bought a crate of it, but I was like, "No, I'm good." And you know, when we walked away from that aisle, I was just asking myself, like, what was it that made you actually say no? What made you say no to buying a drink that you actually like? And I think that's just what it's about. It just kind of keeps you grounded, and you want to keep at it. But it doesn't mean that once in a while I don't have cravings, I don't satisfy those cravings. When I go out and I want to eat, please, nobody should say you're on the weight loss journey. I'm not planning to kill myself, please. When I go out, I eat what they give me. When my children have their birthdays, I eat cake, and I eat very well. But I still try very hard to stick to my meal plans. So yeah, that's also another struggle that I have. So when it comes to the meals, we eat everything. Okay, we have everything. We have soup, we have jollof rice, we have pottage, we have chicken, we have smoothies, we have sandwiches, we have wraps. There's like so many different meals. But the good thing about the meal plan is that for me, there are certain meals that I love. There are certain meals that I can easily find the ingredients accessible here in Lagos. So what I do is I stick a lot to those meals. And the great thing about this meal plan is that there's a lot of chicken in it, and I love chicken so much. So once I have a piece of chicken on any meal, I'm good. I can eat it. So I go through the meal plan, and then a lot of times I stick to a particular kind of meal that I enjoy, and I can make it over you know, the next couple of weeks as lunch and then as dinner. Sometimes I just pick like a sauce from here and then pick another meal from here and then just combine and then just make it. But basically there's a very solid rich meal plan that it comes with, that you would eat and you will enjoy your meals and you still feel like you're eating the regular meals. You don't feel like you're on a diet with it. So since I became very consistent with the meal plan, I've learned how to make meals to suit me. I've learned how to tweak the meals a bit so that I can actually enjoy them, but I'm still following the meal plan just as it is. And then so usually when I prep my meals, I prep meals during the weekend, and I prep about 14 bowls, so 7 for lunch, 7 for dinner, sometimes more than that depending on the quantity of food that I've made. I usually don't have breakfast because I don't like eating very early, and then with the way my routine is, I leave the house very early in the morning when we take the girls to school, and then from there I go to the gym. So by the time I'm back from the gym, it's like 11 a.m 12 p.m. By the time I'm really settled in, you know, do laundry, a few things here and there, it's like 1 p.m. and then I have lunch at that time. So it's like I'm doing intermittent fasting. So I have lunch and then I prep 7 bowls like I said for dinner. So that suits me. But over time I've enjoyed making my meals. I figured out a way around it, and the only thing that can stop me from making my meals is if I'm tired. Other than that, I really enjoy the recipes. When I started working out, I didn't notice anything in the first few weeks. People told me, my husband told me, a couple of you guys told me from Instagram, from YouTube. My coach also said the same thing. April also mentioned it. But there was a day I posted a picture of my sweaty face, because after we work out every day, we're required to send in a sweat fee and like a screenshot of how many calories you burnt. And so I sent in that, I took that picture and I looked at it. My face was so lean. It's been really good. I feel lighter with this plan. I feel better. I feel a lot more energetic. I sleep better, because even if for anything even if I have not noticed anything, I sleep so much better. So right now I'm 4 kg down and a lot more to go, because when I started having children, I just remember this a few days ago, when I started having children, when I was about 7 months pregnant with Grace, I remember going to the hospital in Anambra State, at Amobia to be precise. That was the hospital I used. And then I weighed myself and I was weighing 85 kg. I remember so well, and I would give anything to go back to that size. So 85 kg to what I weigh now is about 31 kg extra weight since I started having children. So it looks like I had like 10 kg with every child. How amazing is that? It can drop gradually. I'm here for it. I'm here for the process. I'm enjoying the process, and I'm just living my life. I'm not putting a timestamp to it. I'm not pressurizing myself to hit a certain goal at a certain period of time. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm doing good for myself every blessed day, and I'm still going. She has a lot of plans. She has plans for nursing mothers. She has detox plans. She has a lot of plans, so you guys can check her out. The website is of course on the screen. Her Instagram name is also on the screen as well, so check her out. And then I'll leave all the details you need to know in the description box as well, so you can join us. It's not too late. You can start with us and, you know, have a group of sisters at your back, you know, going on the same journey with you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.